No, this video is about some of the planting we're going to do today. So we're starting off with Julie and snow peas.
Yeah, so welcome back, grade 6. We're planting your snow peas that you planted over there that are about yay high. And thanks for doing that. They're wonderful and we're just getting ready to plant them out. So I just wanted to show you what a snow pea looks like. These are a bit more advanced because they've been growing in the hydroponics. But this is the flower. And we're just really relying on bees coming in to pollinate these flowers. We've got some other flowers to attract bees in as well. But these are sort of, you can grow snow peas in a hanging basket. They'll droop over the edge. But we're going to grow them and plant them today, which I'll show you in a minute, on trellises. So this is what they look like. They're a really lovely pea. You eat the whole thing, and you often find them in Asian cooking, Chinese cooking, very fresh. You can also eat the leaves, the young leaves. You can throw them into a salad. They taste a bit like a pea too. So come on over here now, and I'll show you how to plant the snow peas. So what we're going to do, we're going to plant one each side, and we're going to grow these snow peas. They look like a small plant, but they're going to grow huge right up to the top of this trellis. So we're going to have lots of peas to pick. We're going to dig a small hole fairly close to the trellis. This is really lovely topsoil that we've got in, and this garden bed there's lots of worms in here, which is great. I'm going to put a bit of that down the bottom. Now squeeze the pot a little bit, shake it out. Tease the roots if it's a bit root bound. Just pull them out just a little bit so they don't keep curling round, and then pop them in. Push the soil back around and then just press it down. Okay, so we're going to plant all these out. Now that in front here we've got cucumbers, and yeah, the cucumber, this is called a cloche, and this cloche is protecting the little cucumber from frost. We've had very low temperatures. It's still quite cold in Canberra, so we're going to keep them on a little bit longer. Now the snow peas are a bit different. We don't need the cloche because they're okay with frost. They're not going to be affected. So I'll just keep digging holes, planting these out quickly. Same again, squeezing the pot, pulling the roots a little bit. Just giving them a final press to make sure the roots are in contact with the soil. So now this bed should do a lot better with the snow peas because we don't have the same infestation of snails as we have up along the trellis. So we're expecting that these are going to go really well. We haven't grown them in this bed before, so it's going to be interesting. Just one at the back. Now we're planting these sort of in succession. We don't want to plant all our cucumbers out in one go. Probably in the next couple of weeks we'll put some more in because we don't want them all coming at the one time. These are the roots. Plant in. Press down.
Okay, Julie, that's great. We'll move on to Bob.
Okay. Thank
Bob's
you.
going to be showing you how we are planting potatoes today. So Bob, you'd like to start off with the two types of potatoes we've got here?
These are the potatoes that we plant, and they're the shoots that will grow into the plant, and when you plant they must be facing upwards. These have been treated for disease. These potatoes are what you buy in the shop that have been left too long without eating. You should not plant these in your garden because you could spread disease. So if they're shooting at home, just cut that off and eat what's left. And come around here. We've dug this big trench here. It needs to be reasonably deep and fairly wide. And we put some cow manure down and then some sea soil and dynamic lifter down, and we place the potatoes in. And as you can see, all the shoots are facing up. And now we carefully, so we don't damage the shoots, we just cover those potatoes. And then we water them. And as they start growing, we need to put more soil on there, and as they grow up we put more and more soil and heat the soil up, so there's a lot of nice soft soil for the potatoes to grow into. And that's, make sure you water when they go in.
Yeah, they need lots of water, and we've got the overhead watering here, which they don't mind getting their leaves wet, so that's why we don't mind having potatoes in this bed here, whereas other plants like tomatoes, they don't like their leaves being wet by overhead watering. So in this bed here, we try and put plants that don't get fungal disease as much, and that. So in a few weeks, we'll see the little green shoots come up, and then Bob will come back and put some more soil on top, and in the end we build up mounds. And that's why you get several layers of potato, don't you, Bob?
Yep.
And the potato we're growing today is a nice white potato called Sebago. You use it for mashed potatoes, chips. It's a fairly common potato. Yeah. Okay, the last thing we're going to be doing today is all down here we're going to be growing dwarf beans. Why we like dwarf beans is they're easy to pick because you just pick them like this. If they're climbing beans, they need a big frame. They're a bit more cumbersome to pick. All these sort of plants here, they've been donated to us by Canberra seed savers, and you'll notice how they've grown in little pots made out of newspaper. So that's a good way of making 3 easy pots if you've got plenty of time. So the idea with the beans is, like Julie did, we just dig a nice little hole. We just squeeze this and just carefully get it out because the roots are fairly small. And we plant that in here, move the soil back around it. We put a bit of fertiliser and that. Now, we didn't cover the snow peas, but we're covering the beans because they are susceptible to frost. So we'll just put this on the top and we'll probably keep it in here for 2 or 3 weeks till the last frost goes in. Generally in Canberra, the last frost is in probably late October, early November. Melbourne Cup Day. Yeah, Melbourne Cup Day, so we just plant this in here. Some more fertiliser. Now these beans, they like it fairly warm, so they'll probably be ready in about January. Let's plant another one here. And the soil here is really good because we've rested it during winter, so it hasn't had to work that hard. And then the other thing is we put a lot of cow manure in here a few months ago, so it's already got the fertiliser in it, and it's just now waiting for the plants. Just in a bit higher. So today we'll just cover all these plants up and that. So in this area down here, in the next few weeks, we'll plant some more beans. And that way we'll get beans over a large period of time. So that's giving you an idea of what we're planting at the moment. snow peas, planting potatoes and beans. In the next few weeks we'll be doing some tomatoes. Tomatoes need a bit of extra care. They need to be staked and also covered a little bit, so that'll be in one of the future lessons. Okay, so that's the planting we're doing at the moment.